Hello out there, my name is Caitt and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am showing you my 50-10 full body workout routine in a follow along style video. If you'd rather do the workout without watching and following along with the video, here is the routine written out that you can screenshot. If this is your first time doing this workout, I would suggest using this 25-5 version that cuts the reps and times in half. The exercises in this workout are from my physical therapy sessions, dance classes, school gym classes, and exercises that I've learned on my workout journey over the past 8 years. That being said, don't be disappointed in yourself if some of the exercises are too challenging for you at the moment. The more you go through the exercise/workout, the easier it will become. However, please know your body's physical limits and refrain from doing anything that doesn't feel right or is painful. For example, I have patellofemoral syndrome or runner's knee in both of my knees, and in high school I tore my meniscus in my left knee. So I avoid any bicycle exercises because they hurt my knees and I don't want to get injured. Ideally, I work out every other day, alternating between this 50-10 full body workout, running using the Couch to 5K app, a half hour of Chloe Ting's arm workout videos, and a half hour of Diane Buswell's Buzz Wellness workout videos. Any cuts that you see in this video are just from me stopping and starting clips so that the camera does not cut out in the middle of the workout. And now to start off this workout, you're going to start with a warm-up walk. Now this warm-up is going to last for 4 songs, so that's kind of the equivalent of 12 to 16 minutes, depending on the length of the songs that you choose. Now the distance equivalent of 4 songs or 12 to 16 minutes for me is about 0.8 miles or 1.3 kilometers. Bringing your dog with you is optional, but I would definitely recommend it. The equipment I'm using for this workout is an exercise mat, ankle weights, which are 2 pounds each or 2.22% of my body weight, 2 different weights of hand weights or dumbbells. One pair is 5 pounds each and 5.56% of my body weight, and the other pair is 2 pounds each and 2.22% of my body weight. I'm also using a speed rope, and again, the dog is optional but recommended. If you're using ankle weights, this is the time to put them on. To get this workout started, we're going to be doing jumping jacks, 50 for those of you doing the 50-10 version, and 25 for those of you doing the 25-5 version. Now let's get started.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go.
And that's 25.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
For the next workout, you're going to be on the ground, propped up on your elbows, and we're going to be doing some forward leg lifts. Your left foot is going to go to the inside of your right knee. Your right leg is going to be straight, that foot is pointed, and if you're a dancer, turn that leg out from your thigh. You're going to be lifting your leg about 12 inches or 1 foot off of the ground. Your palms can either be flat on the ground like mine or in fists with your thumb on top. Again, for people doing the 50-10 version, you're doing 50. For people doing the 25-5 version, you are doing 25.
Fighting to create a song I don't wanna miss.
And that's 25.
And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
That's 50. Now we're going straight into forward leg lifts on our left leg. 25 more to go.
Fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lay flat on your back. We're going to be doing some crunches. Once again, I'm putting my left leg to the inside of my right knee and then bringing my right leg up to match it. When I do crunches, I try to keep my elbows as far back as I can, and I try to come up to where my whole upper back is lifting off of the ground and my lower back is flat against the floor.
We'll find something more than this light, 'cause I love the nighttime. 'Cause I love the nighttime.
23, 24, 25.
'Cause I love the nighttime. I love the nighttime. I love the nighttime.
4, 3, 2, 1. Now come back up once more and hold it there. Bring your arms out so they are parallel to the floor and to your legs. We're going to be doing 50 or 26 penguin taps. 26 because it has to be even on both sides.
Into the nighttime because it
Bend your upper body to the right and left and touch the respective heel. If you want to make it a little more challenging, move your arms out further to the sides so you have a longer distance to go to touch your ankle.
something more, something more, something more.
And that's 26.
I love the nighttime.
40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Now bring your arms back to your head and hold that crunch position. And lower down. Hug your knees and you're going to rock to a seated position and get ready for reverse push-ups. Again, I'm bringing my left foot to the inside of my right knee and bringing my right foot up to match it. Your fingertips are going to be facing your feet and you're going to push up into a tabletop position. You're going to be bending your arms, push your hips up as far as you can into the air. You're going to think about this the entire time. You don't want your hips to droop. And that's 25. If you must take a break during this workout, come down and do some octopus arms, as I like to call them, just to stretch out your arms a little bit, then get right back into it.
Words they say, hey, take a chance and come and ride with me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now to stretch out your arms a little bit, come into a cross-leg position, bring your right arm up and make a circle all the way to the back, and same with your left arm, and bringing your arms back forward, again extending your arm as much as you can. Now come down to lay on your left side. We're going to be doing side leg lifts on the right leg. Your legs are going to be parallel and straight and your feet are going to be flexed. You're again going to be lifting that right leg about 12 inches or 1 foot. Your left hand supporting your head and your right arm is going to be in front of you with your palm on the ground for support. And that's 25. Just as a reminder, you can take a break and get some water at any point during this workout. moving right into inner thigh leg lifts. So cross that right foot in front of your left knee. Your left foot is going to be pointed and the leg is going to be straight and turned out. And again, lift that left leg 12 inches. It may be difficult to balance here at first, but just adjust the position of your hips and you'll find that certain spot on your hip where you are able to lay flat and your hip bone is not jabbing into the ground. That's 25. Keep going, you're almost done. That's 50. We're going right into inner thigh leg lifts on the left side. So do a nice little roll to lay on your right side. Your left foot's going to come in front of your right knee. Your right foot's going to be straight and turned out, and your right foot's pointed. Arms are the same as before, just switch so that your right hand is supporting your head and your left is flat on the ground for stability. That's 25. That's 50, switching right into side leg lifts with the left leg. Put both legs out straight, feet are flexed, and again, lift that left leg 12 inches. That's 25, keep going. Next we have planks. That's 50, now roll onto your stomach. We're going to be doing a plank with your forearms against the ground. If you're doing the 50-10 version, you're holding for a minute. If you're doing the 25-5 version, you're holding for 30 seconds. And lift up. Make sure you're not dipping into your lower back too much that it hurts. So if you do have to round your lower back a little bit, do that so that you can get into a straighter line. You're also going to be thinking about pulling up out of your shoulders and pushing into your heels. And in all of these planks, try to lift up through your neck so that your head is not drooping. You're also going to try to get your shoulder elbow in a straight line, perpendicular to the ground. And that's 30 seconds. Take a relax if you're doing the 25-5 version. If you're doing the 50-10 version, we got about 20 seconds left. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Now moving on to side planks. On your right side, you're going to be on your forearm. Your hand is going to be in a fist with your thumb on top. Your legs are going to be parallel, and if you need more support, you could point that top left foot, but if you're feeling more stable, flex both feet. And your left arm is straight up in the air. To avoid overextending that left arm, bring it a little bit in front of where you think straight up is. In all of the following side planks and high side planks, remember to push your hips up.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. If you need to take a break during this exercise, come down for a few seconds, then get right back into it.
Tide, dripping lights, paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights, paint the skies, only you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now roll over to your left side. You're on your left forearm now. Hand is again in a fist. With your thumb up, your legs are straight parallel. If you do need that extra support, point that top right foot. If not, flex both feet. Your right arm is in the air this time, and think about pulling it forward in front of where you believe that straight up really is, to avoid overextending it backwards. And that's 30 seconds.
Forever, stop in time. Yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping light.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Now we are moving straight into high side plank on the right side. So everything from the side plank that we just did still applies, except instead of being on your right forearm, you're on your right hand. Now if you need to come down from this position and take a break, please do so. When I started doing this exercise, my wrists weren't very flexible, so I felt a pulling on a tendon in my wrist, and I had to come down because it hurt. Now that I've been doing this workout for a few years, I am able to hold that full minute. And of course, if this is an exercise that your body just isn't physically capable of doing because it hurts too much, then skip this exercise and relax until the next one. That's 30 seconds.
Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this.
And that's a minute. Before moving on to the other side, you're just going to sit back and fold your wrist the opposite way so that you can stretch it out. Going right over on to high side planks on your left side. And again, if you need that extra stability, you can point your top right foot. If not, flex both feet.
Make me feel like this.
That's 30 seconds.
Young blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. Running wild, can't come down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. And again, fold that wrist the opposite way so that you can stretch out your wrist. Next, we have a high plank. Just like the plank on your forearms, you're going to think about pushing through your heels and pulling up out of your shoulders and pulling your hips up. You don't want to be in a downward dog position, but you also don't want your hips drooping so that you don't injure your lower back. You're also going to try to get your shoulder, elbow, and wrist all in a straight line, perpendicular to the ground. My arms were shaking so much, and I don't think you can really see it in this video, but my arms were really shaking here, so that's why I put my arms out a little further for that extra surface area. That's 30 seconds, only 25 more to go. And that's a minute. Come down and relax before we do push-ups. 10 if you're doing the 50-10 version, and 5 if you're doing the 25-5 version. With push-ups, you're going to get back into that same position as the high plank, and when you lower down, you're going to try to get your elbows as close to your body as you can. My arms were shaking when I was holding that high plank, so I have my elbows out at about 45 degrees, just because my arms weren't holding me up very strongly during filming. That's 5. Try to pull up through your neck so that your neck is not drooping like mine was in this video. And that's 10. Now slowly lower yourself to the ground, and your entire body is going to reach the floor at the same moment. Now stretch yourself out and bring your arms above your head. We're going to be doing backwards leg lifts. We're starting with the right leg. It's going to be straight, turned out, and that foot is pointed. Like the other leg lifts, we're lifting 12 inches or 1 foot.
I've never felt so alive in my life. 'Cause you make me come to life every time I'm free.
That's 25.
Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? That I'm crashing right into you. I'm free.
That's 50, moving right on to the left side. And that's 25. And that's 50. Now if you have acid reflux like me, come up out of that and stretch the opposite way through your ribcage so you are curling your back. Next we have 50 sit-ups if you're doing the 50-10 version, and 25 sit-ups if you're doing the 25-5 version. Bring your left foot to the inside of your right knee and then bring your right foot up to match it and lie back. When I do sit-ups, I do a dancer variation with my arms. So my arms are up and perpendicular to my body. Don't let your arms be what's pulling you up. You're gonna pull up from your core. Your arms are basically just swinging a little bit because of the momentum.
Turns the sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
That's 25. You can take a break and relax if you're doing the 25-5 version. If you're doing the 50-10, keep going. If you need a break, be sure to break at the top instead of while you're on the ground, because it's going to be harder to continue from the ground than it is when you're already up at the top.
Wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. and we'll grow.
Congratulations, that's 50 sit-ups done. Now you're gonna roll over onto your right side to stretch out your abdomen and your back. Basically what you're trying to do is stretch in a back bend, and your top left arm and left leg are going to be stretching the most. And then roll over onto your left side, and your top right arm and top right leg are going to be stretching the most. Now roll over onto your back. We're going to be doing a bridge with your shoulders on the ground. So bend your legs so that your heels are about fingertips length away when your arms are at your sides. Now lift up your hips and clasp your hands together underneath and push your shoulder blades together. To deepen this stretch, you're going to lift up your right heel, then your left heel, and put them down together. Now the opposite, you're going to pick both heels up together, put your left heel down, then your right heel. You're going to pick both heels up together and put them down together, all while keeping your hips at the same level. Do not let your hips droop down when you put your heels down. And lower down, we're going to do 5 rocks, each one getting bigger and going more up your spine. And on that last rock, lift your legs over your head. You're going to try to get your knees to touch your arms as I am doing here. Make sure you keep your neck straight and in line with your spine. Now you're going to use your core to lift up and tuck your legs in, then put your hands on your knees and roll up to a standing position. Make sure you fully roll through your spine and that you're not jumping over the dip in your lower back. Keep your arms out in front of you, bring them out and down by your sides. Next, you're going to grab your heavier pair of weights. These are the 5 pounds for me. And we're going to be doing 10 reps of hammer curl to press and 10 reps of lateral raise. Of course, if you're doing the 25-5 version, you are doing 5 reps of each. And we're doing 3 sets alternating between each exercise. So you're going to start with your right arm. Make sure that it is staying as close to your body as possible. Picture yourself standing in a really tight hallway so that you have to just go up and down. And with all exercises using weights, do not lock your elbows. And that's 5. That's 10. Moving on to lateral raise on the right arm. You're going to be lifting your arm to about shoulder height, and your arm is going to be slightly in front of you. You don't want to go over your shoulder because you could injure your shoulders. And that's 5. It looks like my arms are going above my shoulder, but the camera is set up angled up. I may be going slightly past my shoulder, but definitely not as much as it looks like in this video. Going back to hammer curl to press. That's 5. And that's 10. Back to lateral raise. Now you can see that my arm is not going out straight to the side, and it is going out slightly in front of that. That's 5. To keep my shoulders from rising up, I always think about pushing down before I lift my arm up to the side, as you can slightly see in this video. Back to hammer curls for the 3rd set. That's 5. Now 10 more lateral raises and you will be done with the right arm. That's 5. And that's 10. Now we're going to repeat everything on the left arm, starting with hammer curl to press. That's 5. And that's 10, moving right into lateral raises. That's 5. Now onto the second set. That's 5. That's 10 onto lateral raises. There's 5. That's 10, back to hammer curl to press for the last set. That's 5. That's 10 onto lateral raises. That's 5. And that's 10. Now we're going to repeat both of those exercises, but with both arms at the same time, starting with hammer curl to press. That's 5. And onto lateral raises. That's 5. And that's 10. now on to our stair exercise. Keeping those heavier weights in your hands. Take a nice big shoulder roll back so that you can set your posture and make sure that you are standing up straight. You're going up and down the stairs 10 times if you're doing the 50-10 version and 5 times if you're doing the 25-5 version. To put that into perspective, I have 16 stairs. And when you step going up and down, you're going to think about putting your heels down first. Also, when you reach the bottom or the top, you're going to be taking 3 steps to turn yourself back around. So you're going to go left, right, then left crosses over to the right side, then right, left in a circle to get yourself back up and facing the stool. And ready to go on the other leg. Grab your smaller weights, which are the 2-pound weights for me, and we're doing some wrist exercises. Again, we're doing 3 sets, but with 3 alternating exercises this time. The first is a palms down wrist curl. Your right forearm is going to be resting on your right leg. Curl the weight upwards. That's 5. Moving on to side wrist curls, just turn your wrist 90 degrees so that your palm is facing left, and you're going to be curling upwards again. That's 5. Make it last forever. The last exercise in the set is a palms up wrist curl. You are curling upwards again. That's 5. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. That's 10 onto the palms down wrist curl. Paint the skies, all because of you. That's 5. Dripping lights, paint. Moving on to side wrist curls. Only you can make me move. That's 5. You make me move. Moving on to palms up wrist curl. That's 5. And repeat this set one more time. That's 5. Moving on to side wrist curls. That's 5. Moving on to palms up wrist curls. That's 5. Now we're doing the same thing with the left arm. So your left forearm is going to be resting on your left leg. That's 5. We're bound to hit the ground. Moving on to side wrist curls. That's 5. Moving on to palms up wrist curl. That's 5. Onto the palms down wrist curl. That's 5. Moving on to side wrist curls. That's 5. Moving on to palms up wrist curl. That's 5. And repeat this set one more time. Blood made of gold, a mind you can't control. That's 5. Running wild, can't come down. Moving on to side wrist curls. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, that's 5. So I close my eyes. Moving on to palms up wrist curl. That's 5. Now we are repeating that set one more time with both arms. First is the palms down wrist curl. That's 5. Onto the side wrist curl. That's 5. And finally, the palms up wrist curl. That's 5. Now put your weights down and pick up your jump rope. In my case, I have a speed rope. If you're doing the 50-10 version, you're doing 100 jumps in a row. If you're doing the 25-5 version, you are doing 50 jumps in a row. Now let's get started.
Never felt so alive in my life, 'cause you make me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you?
That's 50, and if you make it through all 50 or 100 jumps without stopping or tripping over the rope, then do another 50 or 100 depending on which version of the workout you are doing.
Know that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? Yeah, I'm free falling. Can you hear me calling for you? Yeah, I'm free.
And that's 100. Take a few breaths before you get ready for the next set.
Loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? I've never felt so alive in my life, 'cause you make me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see? Yeah, I'm free falling, I'ma keep on falling for you. I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? I've never felt so alive in my life, 'cause you make me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see that I'm crashing right into you? That I'm crashing right into you. I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see? Can you hear me calling for you? Yeah, I'm free falling. I'ma keep on falling for you. I'm free.
And that is your workout completed. Make sure that you stretch after doing this workout. And after you stretch, you're going to be doing another 12 to 16 minute 4-song cool down walk. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in 2 weeks with my full body stretching routine. Bye.
Crashing right into you.